Hello. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good day. Devil's Daughter. Unfortunately, the tea that you purchased me was unavailable. Ironically enough, I added that not that long ago from like their built-in, like Throne's built-in gift shop. So they refunded it to my balance and I will buy a different tea with it. I hope that's all right. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'll they already refunded it, so they don't give us a choice. They don't say, do you want to pick a replacement product? If the thing that you bought from our wish list is no longer available, cool. That tea did sound delicious. I'm like, wow, thanks a lot. It did sound delicious, but yeah. Once it goes through their payout process, I'll pick something else out. I found a couple of things on Amazon, or like, you know, also there's a really cute little bakery near me, and I think they might sell loose leaf, so maybe I'll take it and I'll go support a local business instead. Just a shame because I look forward to, yeah, that's okay though. But thank you so much. I just wanted to update you, like if you were like, oh, I wonder if her tea showed up. Well, the answer is no, but that's okay. It happens. And thank you for your generosity. Thank you for doing that. That is one of the myriad of ways that you can support what we do here if you're so inclined, is Throne gift purchases. And I really beefed up the Throne because I knew that if I didn't, you guys would scream and yell if you cleared it out. And now I'm not touching it again for a while. You know, obviously there are exceptions when there's like something that we need in a fat hurry because it's like an important piece of equipment or something like that. That would be different, but that is enough generosity from you guys. No, I very much appreciate all of you that did stuff like that. You guys are so lucky that I managed to mute before that sneeze. It was epic. It was absolutely epic. I don't know, or maybe you would find it fun or funny or something. Oh no, it was great. It was just very loud. Hello, I hope you're all having a great Thursday. Let's get to it because there's a lot that's going on. So like, for example, if I'm going to participate in the MoCo partner party this year, I'm going to need to get off my butt. But I do want to finish a full pair of knockers. Ooh, I'm doing this cast on too tight. You're not supposed to cast on too tight. Just cast on loosely, but don't let go. 'Cause if you something, Cause if you drop your stitches, you're gonna lose control. See, I put music practice as the sub goal for today, and now you guys are like, that's okay. Flame Grilled Freak on a 5-stream streak. That rhymes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I hope everyone is having a good day. One, two, three, four, five. You said you slept in today, Cranston? Good for you. I'm waiting for a checklist. I was going to do tax stuff today, but my husband needs to send me a checklist. Speaking of the husband, I said, yeah, I got that for you. And then I forgot to do the thing he just asked me to do. And I'm sure it's fine if I just do it right now. We should be good. Deals. Let me double check because I don't know if I found the coupon that he is. Ah. There we go. What's everybody working on or doing today? What are you guys up to today? It's I'm gonna try to be as productive as I possibly can today. You're here for indoor streams too. Let's go. You know what, Tank Fever? That might change soon, TM. I was gonna do it today. Tank Fever. I actually had a whole plan. I was gonna take you guys on a field trip, and we have a dense fog advisory. I was like, maybe today's not the day to get on the highway where there's a very high number of accidents. But soon, TM. And the weather's only going to get better. Well, I shouldn't say that. Holy heck. We do get snow sometimes in March, April. Getting stuff ready for a game Saturday, picking out games for board game night Friday, and writing up a crochet project. Was that the picture you posted? Did you freehand that, my friend? Was that free-handed? Oh no. Oh no. How dare you, Lion Brain Kobu? Your day nears its end, so just enjoying a good day's work. With some nice chats. Planning what needs to be done in the house on the weekend. The usual, yeah. If you guys want to use the task list, I'll get that going here. It does need to be poked every once in a while. And I did do, you know what? I did do that. I'm going to do this because it feels good to do this. Done. 3. I did that! And then I'm going to say clear list. I'm going to clear the list. Don't put anything in there. I'm going to clear the list. I'm clearing the list. I'm clearing the list. Clear list. Now you could do it. Task. Finish. knocker. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, doo. Ooh, let's do this whole pair the same way. I was gonna say I could do the make one right instructions, make one right, make one left, but I don't want them to look different. Also, we are live on hello Mateo. We are live on if you can still hear me on the Tubes of You 9 tube. And if you guys aren't following, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, that's helpful. And then we also are, I haven't checked it in a couple of days. Let's see where we're at. $3,365. It has gone up. 3,365 watch hours on the YouTube. We need 4,000, you guys. We need 4,000 to qualify for YouTube Partner Level 2. And also, I need to go back and watch all the recordings of all of these, the boot camp things that they invited me to that I've had a hard time making it to because they decided to do it the week of our birthday. And thank you for that. Thank you for birthday. Thank you for your support. Hi, Tolkien. Welcome in. How are you? Good. Glad to hear it. Maybe we should put the command for the, for that in there. Hey, Cranston, do you guys have a Discord server for your shop? We're gonna try and get one set up. Would you mind if I poked around in it? Might be the number nerd in you, but seeing a giant diagram and flowchart come together is quite something. Yeah, just because I'm used to Discord for a completely different purpose. And I want to be able to help my husband, but I'm like, well, do you want people to be able to sign up in the server or outside the server? And he's like, what? I'm like, never mind. It's not your fault. You are a capable, intelligent person, and you're just not used to Discord. So, like, yeah, there's bots that could probably do that kind of thing for you in the server, like sign up for Warhammer and stuff. And he's like, well, can you make it so people can't say certain words? I'm like, well, of course. There's AutoMod, and, you can always add block terms and stuff. And he's just like, I'm sorry. It's so hard when you forget that other people... Yeah, it's a community server, so you get bots coming in and spamming, so someone needs to pay attention and mod, right? doop, boop doop 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 doop, boop boop doop, boop doop 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 doop. Wait, so the 6, and then I should have 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, good. Do I have 8 on all of these? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Good. I feel like I mess up the beginning of these more easily than. I just had an idea. Do, 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 do. So I'm on the round where you only increase at one end, right, of the needle. So what if I put an extra stitch marker just like right next to the other one when I'm doing the rounds where where it's on either end? You know, there's a way you could set up a channel where if a bot posts in that channel, it gets auto banned. Yeah. Hi, Smokey. Are all the firsts already claimed? I didn't even look. Young Panda got one of them. There might be firsts still available. Ooh, Smokey got one of them. There might still be one left. Ta-da! Bye-bye first. That is not a first. I mean, you are the first bonk of the day, Flame Grilled Freak. Bonk first, ask questions later. Join the Tangia dungeon that I just spawned with my infinite channel points. Looks like someone saved one for you. Yeah. Burp, burp, burp. How you doing, Jeniquil? Burp, 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 burp. I need to move. What'd you get? What'd you get? Yeah. Smoky. Bonk this. Oh my god. That was 4 minutes ago. I am not paying enough attention. Where did my other thing with the both chats go? There it is. Bonk this. My pleasure. Hope you're doing okay today, Mike.
To the fart zone.
That was incredible timing. Did you know that Fairy was raiding? You brought friends, but Smokey, did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear? Smokey did a reverb fart like right before he raided.
To the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone.
It was the best kickoff for the fart zone that maybe has ever happened. It was completely a coincidence, and that is why it was so beautiful. Hello, Fairy! Hi, friends. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Yes, we call this the fart zone. I hope you had a great time. I guess I can close that tab. Thank you so much, friend. I adore you. We are knitting boobs. We're knitting boobies. Welcome to the fart zone with a PH, exactly. Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good time today with Fairy. If you've not been here before, hi, I'm 9.5. I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. When Fairy and I went to the yarn store the other day, they asked for our channel names when we were leaving. And I was like, yeah, 9.5 because this. And they were like, oh, I was like, yeah, it doesn't stop me from doing anything. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What color for your egg? We are knitting some knockers today. And I am very excited. It was really funny. Go get the food. Go get the foods. I'll do purple for you, unless you want to speak up in chat and give me a different color. I love you. Have a good, enjoy your noms. Enjoy your noms. Purple and poof. Yes, bye-bye. So, I have to poof all the time. We have not yet busted these out to use them, but this was a beautiful gift for my friend when we met up in person. It was my birthday last month, at the end of the month. And we also just celebrated 3 years of Twitch Partner, which I could not have achieved without the help of a lot of amazing friends, including Fairy. So thank you for coming on the raid with her. She is an awesome supporter of what we do here. She is a fellow charity supporter. She is a fellow crocheter. And it makes me so happy to have found that corner of the platform of like creative streamers, people making art and doing fiber arts and stuff. I am excited to use these. There is a magic loop version of the knitted knocker pattern, but what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I had a pair of socks I started for my husband, but I'm very early on in the socks and I don't like how they're turning out. So I think I'm gonna frog them and I'm gonna start socks for him, trying to learn to do toe up 2 at a time. I'll have to dig it out. I have a book somewhere on how to do toe up 2 at a time socks. So we'll see if that's what I decide to do, or if I just decide I'm gonna do a different sock construction. I don't like the way the construction is working out. We are live today on Twitch and YouTube. So if you are not already subscribed to the YouTube, that's a super awesome way to help us here, because we're trying to get to YouTube partner level 2. What else should I tell you? We have a collab coming up on the 11th with Following Fate Strings. I'm going to do a quick interview at the beginning of stream with Following Fate Strings. And we also have a collab with Kamei Soul Tamer on the 12th. There's 2 collabs the same week. We didn't plan it that way originally, but it's totally cool. Had to reschedule the first one. So they're going to be back-to-back collab days, but I'm all for it because I love that we have so many awesome people on this platform that do fiber arts just like Fairy. Whee! So let's put an egg in the bowl. Trying to be productive today. I wasn't sure if I would stream today, but unfortunately, there's some stuff that I need in order to be able to move forward with doing my taxes. And I have to wait for my husband and our accountant to get back to me about it. So it's all good. I don't want to do my tax. I'm like, really? An excuse not to do my taxes and just knit or crochet instead? Darn. Wow. So into the bowl you must go. Ready? 3. The what? The bowl of bulknificence. 3, 2, 1. Shiny Castle Craft says, I am new to Twitch and so glad to have found all the creative streamers too. That's awesome. I noticed something real quick here that I need to fix. Is ground control was deciding it wasn't going to show me both chats. Oh, I bet I know what's wrong. Ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Settings? No. Log in with Stream Elements. Come on, ground control. Get it together. I said it's Thrrrsday Brrrsday. Grant access. Did Fairy tell you that I'm kind of loud? And I will not apologize for it. It's just, you know, this is my safe space to be a loud weirdo. So I get it. It's not for everyone. Why isn't it working? Do-do-do-do. Burp, 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 burp. Burp, burp, burp. Burp, 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 burp. It's not working.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Holy heck, another raid from Balls! What's that? What's up with you guys today? Wow! Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fart Zone, Raiders. Get Fart Zoned. We just got a huge raid from Fairy Wings from my awesome friend Fairy Wings. And now we get a huge raid from my awesome friend Kells Bells. 2 fat monster juicy raids in a row. Smokey, you failed us that time. You didn't do the loud reverb fart sound right before. It's okay. I'll forgive you. You had to, yes, Kells Bells had to leave. So you flopped off to new waters. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mira. Welcome in. Thank you for your first-time Raider chat. Cowardly Brave. Hello. Bye, Alien. Welcome in. Smikes is here. Hello, Smikes. Lodoc. What's up? Umino Ame. Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. How are you? Kels, what color for your egg for the bowl? I need more coffee. You guys are all... I was like, Thrrrsday Go Brrrsday. Productive. I'm going to be so productive. Hi, She Who Geeks. Blue, thank you so much. You're amazing. You know what we're doing today? Cows, do you know what we're doing? We're making boobies. We're making boobies, cows. I know they need to make a tatting pattern so you can have tatted tatas. We love knockers, yeah! If you give me your money, I'm just gonna buy yarn to make boobs with it, okay? Kel has made quite a few of those. We're participating in the challenge to see how many we can make from February through October. October. We're participating in the challenge. I'm not doing it for like the prizing or anything, which is cool that they're doing that. I love that they're doing that. Madam Juniper and a bunch of other people have organized like a competition, and I think that's rad. This is our example because it has some mistakes, and I used circulo charm for this one. You have heard pray tell of this. Well, you know, it made me think too. When are you gonna do the thing again with Worldwide Knit and Public Day? And was that with Knitted Knockers or was it with BCRF? I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It's to help save the tatas. Thank you, Tyler, for your 7th stream streak. Hello, Brianna. Welcome in. So, 2 raids in a row. Both amazing creators. Our friend Fairy Wings, who picked up crocheting in the last, little while. Also knows how to knit, but Kels is an amazing, a very talented and prolific fiber artist. Kels, look what's in the background of my stream. I need to make little outfits. Haven't started the planning, but planning on doing it again. Very cool. Gablin. We were part of Camp Chaos, and Kels had a little project where you could crochet a goblin and then just kind of put it somewhere and see if people, hide them on your stream. Sebastian, I love thee. Were you a theater kid, Kels? Were you a theater kid? I wouldn't be surprised by that. I was definitely a theater kid. Shocking, I know. This is the bowl of Bachnificence, and we must put you into it with your raiders. We just put Fairy and her raiders in there, and it's a short month, okay? So you won't be in there for long. I knew it! You did that! You're also a theater nerd! Yeah!
You mostly played dead bodies.
Hey, being a dead body, especially if you have to be a dead body for a while on stage, is a lot more challenging than you might think, okay? Okay, so, you can't see the task list on this screen, so I don't know if any of that is actually making it in there. Oh, yeah, it is, because the bot tells you. You're good at forgetting to breathe. Yeah. I played one part where I had no lines, but I was on stage for like 90% of the play. That was the hardest role I ever had to play, because I'm me. And I had to be quiet. But what about the not dead yet body? Yes, exactly. That's also, you know, that role takes some finesse. Okay, into the bowl you must go. The what? The bowl of Bognificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You have to be able to say it just so, right? A little bit plaintive. I'm not dead yet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Here, we've got 2 awesome raids in a row. Let's do this. Let's do the raid video because there are some new people. So you should see this first before you follow, because once you follow, there's no going back. Twitch has a very strict policy regarding follows. There are absolutely no refunds and no exchanges. No exceptions! You file a support ticket all you want. They're not going to listen. Unless they decide they're going to unfollow you from someone. They're still not going to give you a refund or an exchange. So your job is to stand on stage and you can't talk. Yeah, it was really hard, actually. It was fun, though. It was a good challenge. Okay, here you go. Ready? Enjoy the video. Please consider this like your training video. You need to watch this first. It's for your own safety, okay? I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling! You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd! No flipping way. You didn't do it. Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh? What? She do it so hard! There's people out here with reputations at stake. There you have it. I found Twitch a little over 7 years ago when my husband decided he was downloading Fortnite for our PS4. And at first I said no. I said, I don't think the boys should play that. My boys were pretty young at the time. But he goes, it's not gory. It's not graphic. All their friends are playing it. You know, we just got to keep an eye on them. Make sure they're not chatting with strangers or whatever, right? I became hopelessly addicted to Fortnite. And then I started looking for help with quests, right? Because they had the challenges or whatever for the battle pass. And I started finding people who made content, you know, about all kinds of video games, but they were playing Fortnite. Haha, Fortnite, who does that? Yes, exactly. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Welcome to the Fight Zone.
Wait, what? That dude! Triple rainbow! Triple rainbow! What does it mean? That's a fart zone, them! Wait, are your fingers getting tired, chat? Fart zone. We've had so many raids again. Like, what up? It's not my birthday. It's not partnerversary. Why is everybody raiding us today? Thrrrsday Go Brrrsday. That's why. You saw the title. It was the title, huh? We raiding. We raiding. We raiding. Box of ponies. I love your username. Just imagine. When I lived in Portland, Box of Ponies, there were still the iron rings on the sidewalk in a lot of places that people used to tie their horse up. You know, like when that was the main mode of transportation. And somebody went around all around Portland and tied a bunch of plastic horse figurines to them. That's what that kind of made me think of, is like they're walking around with their box of ponies. Because you're streaming. Yeah, thanks, RC. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everyone. I'm blown away. Thank you, Sire Knight. I appreciate you. How was your stream? Tell me what you were up to. Kels, what were you doing on stream? Did I ask you that? I don't think I did. Tell me all about it. And Kels, if you want like to post any links, let us know and we'll get you a permit because you're more than welcome to do so. We only have it locked behind subscription because we get those weird bots that come in and try and tell people they could buy cheap viewers, and I'm like, I want posh viewers. Like, who wants cheap viewers? Wow, no way. Forgive me if I cannot stay long. You randomly rated today, and it is going to be awesome. Yeah, please, please, please. It's okay. It's totally okay. What were you doing on stream? 7 Days to Die, and chat was spawning the zombies. Were you doing crowd control then? Is there a crowd control for 7 Days to Die? How was that? How was chat spawning the zombies? That is very cool. You were recommended by who? If you can tell me who's guilty before you leave, that would be amazing. And you actually RNG wheel selected everyone. Internal integrations with 7 Days to Die. Ooh, very cool. Ah. The Devil's Daughter, not mentioning names. Thank you. You're so kind. So we do game here some. I also have a second channel that's an 18+ channel. That is where we can do some mature audiences stuff. Collab with people who are 18 and over. We keep it PG-13 here for a couple of different reasons. I'm a mom of 3 and they're home with me a lot. And when I first started, they were very young. So I just figured it's better if I have the general, sort of practice of not using profanity on stream and chat isn't full of it and a bunch of innuendo that children shouldn't necessarily be exposed to. They're getting older, and there's part of me that wonders if I'll ever, adjust that at all here. But we made the second channel because I also do a lot of stuff with children's charities, and people come in from the hospitals and stuff, like patients and their parents. And for me, just for me personally, I feel like that makes me feel a little more comfortable when like a parent or a kid shows up. I'm not worried that like something we were doing or saying would be like inappropriate for them to watch. I have no problem with other people doing whatever they want in their channels. I was a restaurant employee for 25 years, so profanity is not offensive to me in and of itself, but I just also think there is a time and a place for it. So then again, I was front of house, so we learned that switch. You walk into the office and it's just like sailor mouth, and then you go out to the table and you're like, hello, can I get you another old fashioned? Yes, very good. And then you go in the back and you're like, yeah. So that's how we do things here. We do a lot of crafting. I am mostly a crocheter, but I also knit. I love to knit. And we're making what's called knitted knockers. We're making boobies. These are breast prostheses for breast cancer patients that have undergone a mastectomy or lumpectomy. And it really is a much more comfortable option. They're breathable. They're washable. The stuffing can be adjusted. And I think it's such a great cause. And we do, like I said, a lot of stuff for charity here. And this year I'm trying to focus my charity efforts a little bit less on like hardcore fundraising, which we've done a lot of here and you guys are so amazing about. Same in customer-facing IT. Yeah. Any customer service. If you've ever done any customer service. Vibe. Trust you made a perfect decision. Ready to get... No, and I'd love to come and check you out. So to that end, I followed you, and we'll definitely come and check it out. So thank you. I really appreciate you giving us a chance. Do you have a favorite color before you have to run off? Because everyone needs to go take care of themselves after stream. And I love when people can stay and visit with us. I love when I can stay and visit after we raid, but it's just not always a thing. Like sometimes you're just exhausted or you have another obligation. So please never feel guilty for raiding and then having to take off. But if you have a favorite color, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white. And we like to say that the Bob Ross way because we have a fondness for Mr. Ross. R.I.P. Fave color. Yeah, I mean, and I can always pick for you. I'm not worried about it. If you don't pick, what I'll probably do typically is I'll just use whatever color your name appears to me on stream. You truly appreciate that. You're a horror streamer and your favorite color is royal purple and ocean blue. I have purple and I have blue. Here, I'll show you. So we put you in something we like to refer to as the bowl of magnificence. We love chickens here. Yes, chickens. And so we put eggs in for raiders and chickens for subs. Yep, poop. Chickens do poop out eggs. In addition to... I mean, listen. They can't help having a cloaca. We do think poop and fart jokes are hilarious here, so I understand that's not everybody's thing, but it's not going to change. So I have purple and blue. I'll show you. I have, like, this blue. And I have this purple. Which would you like? It's up to you. Thank you so much. It's just a little way that we like to do something fun for people when they bring their communities. Love them both! Are you gonna make me decide? All right. Heads, it's purple. Tails, it's blue. Oh, you say blue! And it said tails! Look at that!
Someone just subscribed to the
Oh,
YouTube
thank you for
channel.
subscribing to the YouTube. That is a huge way to help us. Thank you. Likes are appreciated over there. Comments in the chat. Watch hours is what we need to finally unlock all the perks of being a YouTube partner. Thank you so much. Yay! Emma, I'm so happy, Emma. That's awesome. Enjoy. Please, if you do, if you feel like taking pictures and posting them, if you post them on socials, tag me, Emma. Even if you just want to post them in the Discord, I'd love to see your finished make. Enjoy your Snoopy Woobles. I have one sitting here on my desk that we started with my friend Karen Day is my name. I love the Woobles. I'm an experienced crocheter, and I think their kits are amazing. Their tutorials are really good. So if you ever thought about learning crochet and you'd like to make a doll for your first project, I highly recommend their kits. I think they're really good quality. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have a business relationship with them yet. Hit me up, Woobles. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this stream sponsored by Woobles? How cool would that be? Please. We're going to put you in the bowl, but you run off. You need to eat. I'm a mom. I yell at 3 people who live with me. I'm like, eat your food! Brush your teeth! Get off the video games! Like, I can't believe I'm that person yelling at someone to eat their dinner and brush their teeth and go to bed and get off the video games. All right. Ready? Into the bowl you must go. The what? The bowl of magnificence. Thank you so much for your rates, our night. I appreciate you. Thank you for taking a chance on us. And thank you, Devil's Daughter, for the suggestion. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Super appreciate you. Thank you. I cannot get ground control to show me any chat. Do I need to check for a new version? Is it out of date? Is it... Check for updates and install them. Enable automatic updates. Preload new updates in the background. Ground control to major chat. It's just not working. Let me see if it's running in the background. Force quit. It's like so annoying when you have to do that. Discord's like that. If Discord's acting up, you gotta... Oh, great. And now stream's gonna lag. Probably. As a software person, update all the things, but it is updated. Updated anyway. Okay, I don't see it in here. Run as administrator, maybe? Yes! Are you sure you want to run it as an administrator? Are you sure? it's not showing YouTube at all. It's like, no, you don't have YouTube chat. Oh my God. You're sure Win 11 will fix all my issues, Kappa? Yes. Dude. Oh, wait. I messed up today. I messed up, chat. 40 plus points? Farty heckin' plus points? Farty? I just went into Stream Elements and was like, oh yeah, I forgot to check that today. That's a lot of plus points, you guys. On the 5th of February? What's going on? Why do I feel like that number is way higher than it should be? If you don't know what I'm talking about, plus points are paid recurring subscriber points, and that's how Twitch calculates whether or not you deserve more of the money that chat pays for a subscription. Hey, in order for us to give you guys more money, you have to get more people to give you money first. That's how that works. I do understand. I understand the idea behind it. Get your PP in here. Oh my God. RC. Your plus points! Or your partner party, depending on who you talk to, like the Mokos. Same for the servers, Sep Oct Nov Des updates. Went smooth as a baby's bottom /S. Yeah. Yeah. There's no chatting here. Poggers. I mean, so what the heck? This is no bueno. At least it's showing Twitch chat now. Now it's not showing YouTube chat. Hello? I'll try and fix it. We have ads in about 7 minutes. I'll look at it then. So anyways, if you're new here, we had a lot of raids just now. We've had raids from Fairy Wings, Kelsbells, and Cyanide. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. I am a full-time content creator. I'm a mom of 3. I live in the Pacific Northwest. My husband and I own and operate a comic book, trading card, and tabletop role-playing game shop, a hobby and game shop in St. Helens, Oregon, called Pantheon Comics and Games. Thank you, Cranston, for putting the link in the chat. We are starting to put together some stuff for some socials to do with the shop, and including there is a Twitch channel. We haven't done a whole lot with it yet. I did like one tiny little test stream. You're new here, get out. Yes, indeed. I mean, relatively speaking, compared to like what's something that's really, really old, like the Great Wall of China. Yes, you're new. But it's been a labor of love, both the stream and the shop, and something that we would never have been able to do and do as well as we have done with it if it were not for you guys. Thank you. My coffee is getting cold. Speaking of coffee, the Stumptown Coffee showed up the other day. Thank you so much. You guys were so nice to me. Hello, not gonna lie, I followed as soon as I saw the emotes. Our emo artist is amazing, and we actually are going to branch out and commission another artist. I will always give my business to Seski, whether it's for emotes or other types of artwork. But I'd like to offer you guys some fun new stuff. And I've always admired this person's work, and he came in recently and was super generous and offered up a static emote or profile picture commission as a way to help us celebrate my birthday and partnerversary. He has done stuff for our charity campaigns. He is an amazing artist, and he does pixel art. So their styles are completely different, but I'd like to have both. So I think it'll be super fun to work with him. His name is Cup Ojo. Joe, you probably know his emotes from a few people's channels. If you're in Makers and Crafting a lot, our friend Pixstitch has them, VileMods has them, a bunch of people. And his work is incredible, and he's a super sweetheart. I still have the cake for the drop game. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follows. We're at 10,721 followers-ish. Something like that. I think it's going to roll over to 21. That's wild. Thank you, guys. We have done lots of different things here on the channel. I'm a Twitch Women's Guild member. I am a founding advisor. Yeah, there it goes, 10721. Founding advisor for the Twitch Artists and Makers Creator Club. I'm a member of a bunch of the other clubs. We have a charity team called Team Quirky Cluckers. Through the years, we've done lots of different things here. We've done a ton of charity. We have played a lot of different games. We used to play a game called Stream Raiders. I was a Captain TV partner, and I miss Stream Raiders. It was really sad what happened with that, you know? And sometimes I still feel like Stream Raiders shutting down kind of left like a hole that we have not yet figured out how to replace that same sort of energy that we had from that. Because not only was it super fun to play with chat, but we met a lot of other cool streamers through it. There was a really active, engaged, and genuinely mutually supportive community around it. I mean, there's always bad apples, but we don't focus on that. Overwhelmingly, it was just such an amazing and positive experience. You miss Stream Raiders. I do too. So what we've done is we've taken and we've put some of our bosses, some of our like epic units and things like that. We have custom bosses available in Tangia Dungeons. I still haven't played Frostpunk because you guys haven't beat our hype train record. I told you that was the stipulation. And that doesn't mean, so hurry up and beat the hype train record. It means I'm making it difficult to trigger that on purpose because I don't want to play Frostpunk. Okay? If you're going to put it right out there in front of everybody in the public YouTube live chat. Okay? Birthday and partnerversary are over. Good luck. And you guys were very generous and you were very sweet and I love you all. Aww. Ducks, like other waterfowl, have as many as 12,000 separate muscles to control their feathers. They can use these to lift or compress feathers to dive underwater, show emotion, or show emotion? I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's crazy. Such a party pooper? How am I a party pooper? How am I a party pooper? How am I to blame for this? Like, you have... Okay, listen. If you tell someone, I'm just, you know, you, the general you, right? If somebody tells somebody, I don't know, that game's probably going to be really hard for you. You're going to die a lot. But you should play it anyway. Like, are you you're surprised then, huh? That I'm locking that behind a difficult to reach milestone, huh? You know, just saying. If you come in and you find out that I have a game in my Steam library, and when I say maybe I might play it, you tell me you think I'm going to struggle in the game. And you don't mean that my system's going to have a hard time handling it. You mean I'm going to struggle. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And you guys are all like, hey, watching the streamers struggle. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, if we ever beat the hype train record, yes, I will stream. I will play the game. And I even said if you beat the Twitch overall hype train record, like seriously, extremely unlikely. Not impossible, but extremely unlikely. I will main Frostpunk for an entire year. That's never gonna happen. But thank you. I appreciate your optimism. If you're out there going, it could. I'm like, hey, that's great. I'm glad you think it could happen. You know, I'll be like 97,000 years old. Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring? You guys all told me I wasn't allowed to play Elden Ring. I brought that up myself once. I volunteered it, and you guys were like, you're not allowed to play that. We have ads right now. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I promise. I do. I appreciate all of you being here, and we got some knitted knockers to make. That's what we're doing today. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Going up the rails on a gravy train. Gravy. 'Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
Wow. Wow. Oh no. I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers. So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
I'm here a lot earlier this time to say it is subtime la 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 lo 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 lo
My milkshake bringeth all ye gentlefolk to the yard, and they're like, it's better than thine. Verily, it's better than thine. I could teach you, but I must levy a fee.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
You have no clothes on. No. Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Didn't I bring... You can play at this game. No, 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 no.
my god. Hey, dude, I like spicy stuff.
You like it? You're gonna have a yucky face.
I'm sorry, I'm woefully... No, I haven't. Woefully undereducated. Oh my god, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess. I break your stream. She says, I break your stream. It's you, you're a witch, dude. Can't.
I got it working! I got it working! Okay. I don't think that we still owe anything other than I definitely owe a lot of jumping jacks. I can see you again? Yeah. So, thank you guys. You're late to no Cookie Lady. Do you maybe not know? Should we just give Cookie Lady a slap on the wrist this time? Because I think Cookie Lady's kind of new to our community. You do not ever need to apologize. You know? Oh no, what? This duck is throwing some emotional shade. Looks at the duck, just beat a duck. Sure, yeah. Well, that's like people. Some of them have, you know, what we like to call resting witch face. Yeah, that's it. Sorry you're late to say you really rated in with Fairy. It's okay, listen, so Cookie Lady, maybe you were busy with something when Fairy rated. Maybe you were like fully AFK. Yeah, you're busy with work. It's all good. You never need to apologize for that, please. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It's all good. No stress, please. And so we jokingly sometimes will like be like all, what are you apologizing for? I will nerf you. And you really enjoyed the stream yesterday. Glad to be good. I'm glad. That's what I care about. You have a life. Like life does sometimes be lifing. And we understand that here. Like we're, you know, I really do appreciate everybody who comes through on raids and who hangs out with us. I understand that. So that's why I'm letting you know if somebody like deletes your message when you apologize for something that is clearly not your fault, then that's why. It's kind of a meme in here. We don't let you apologize for stuff that you shouldn't apologize for. And that can be a very hard habit to unlearn. Ask me how I know. So thank you for being here. That's number one. Thanks for being here. You know, it's like, I get it. Sometimes all people can do is come in and let us know that they are here for a lurk and there's other things they've got going on because, you know, while there are plenty of folks that are able and willing and happy to chat during the day, lots of people wish they could be more active in Twitch chat, but they're busy with like caring for children or working or any number of things that are obviously very important and much more deserving of their attention than some loud rubber chicken lady on the internet. We do have the late command, but I know that Cookie Lady is new and I don't want people to feel like we, you know, we're joking when we jump down people's throats for apologizing, but I don't want somebody to misunderstand when it happens the first time. You're off early today, thank goodness. It's your short day till 3 p.m. yesterday. It's like aggressive positivity. It's letting you know that you're appreciated and you shouldn't feel the need to apologize because your time is precious. It's something you can never get back. And I understand how easy it can be to feel like you're letting somebody down because you weren't there when, you know, when they went live or you couldn't say anything when you got rated in. You are not letting me down. You are amazing and I appreciate you. It's meant to be playful, in other words. I'm on your work screen enough that you were explaining fourth world to a coworker, and they went, what about the bread lady? Congrats. They don't know who you are, but they also know you too. When we have a hype train, I have now decided that you guys get to have the frickin' bread hat. Because I felt like the poor bread hat was being neglected. But you might have to remind me. Love the positivity of yours and Fairy's environments. Inspiring, actually. Well, you know, Fairy sometimes will tell the story if I'm in her chat of how, you know, there were many people who helped her to keep going when she was struggling, and she'll try and give me some sort of credit for it, which is ridiculous. But I appreciate it nonetheless. And the same could be said for her when she and the Ohana first found my channel. I was struggling. I felt like I had maybe barked up the wrong tree, and maybe it's true that I'm not very likable, and I'm only tolerable in small doses because nobody stays in the chat. They come in, they say hi, they leave. These are things that you struggle with when you first start learning about, you know, start doing content creation and learning about, you know, how it works. Now, I have a thick enough skin that I understood that, like, and I've learned over time to accept myself much more than I did when I was, you know, younger. But you can't help it. Those thoughts will creep in sometimes, right? And, you know, content creation can be very hard on your mental health for that reason, because you're like, well, is there something wrong with how I'm doing this? Or is it just my personality? I do understand and completely can relate to anyone out there that's ever felt that. Like, people have told me over time, you know, that I seem like I'm super confident and like I whatever. Like, somebody told me once they thought I was intimidating, and I was like, I'm what? Like, I did not understand why they would think that. I'm like, I'm a complete goofball. But they were like, you just kind of have, like, you seem like you're very, like, I don't know. And I was like, well, you know, some of that is an act, like it is for everybody. And it's a, you know, it's a little buffer zone we have to try to put around ourselves, because if you're like ultra vulnerable and like open and, you know, letting it all hang out for everybody, first of all, sometimes that's just not appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, it gives somebody the impression, even if you don't intend it this way, that you think everything is about you. If, like, they're in the middle of having a moment that they need some support and they're being vulnerable, and you know. And I have a hard time sometimes because I, like, you know, want someone to feel like I understand what they're saying by, you know, relating some experience I've had, which I guess is supposed to be a big thing for people with ADHD. And we don't mean it to say, like, let me put the focus on me. It's more like, I know what you're talking about. I've been there. I relate. I understand. And me too. And I hope, you know, that it never comes across that way. But you learn over time how to curb certain things, right? And one thing, you know, that you also have to accept is that it's empathy. There's also no way that you can possibly please everyone and adjust your behavior to suit everyone. It just isn't possible. Quit killing yourself over that. You know, I'm a chameleon. I like to make people feel at home, and I want them to feel, like, comfortable. But sometimes you end up being a doormat if you act like that, you know? Imagine thinking you're not absolutely the most beloved chicken mom ever. You have a chicken hat. You'll post it in Discord. You posted it in the general chat. Yeah, I will take a look at that in a minute here. That's really sweet. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I think we're supposed to do front and back. Ah, crud. It can be hard sometimes to tell. Yeah. So, you know, just know that if you've ever struggled with feeling like people don't get you, or like you just don't ever truly fit in anywhere, same. When I was in school, I definitely had really good friends. I had close friends. And I also kind of, you know, hung around with like 8 different groups of people and never really felt like I was completely part of any of them. You know, and in lots of workplaces, I've felt like people just tolerate me and that's it. So you're not alone if you've ever felt that way. I think it's actually fairly common for a lot of people. I guess that's a redundant statement, fairly common for a lot of people. You always say you're not everyone's cup of tea, but you're someone's whiskey shot and you're good with that. There you go. I'm like a frickin' quad iced Americano that you accidentally sucked down and you got brain freeze. And now you need a minute. But I mean, you know, you guys see it here. I have my moments where I'm like all quiet and hyper focused, and these knockers are totally like, I'm like kind of hypnotized. I'm glad you think so, Cookie Lady. Sure. The thing about the chickens is that, like, I never intended for that to be the focus of this channel. I love chickens. They're great. They're not my favorite animal. I love lemurs. They're my favorite animal. And as far as, like, you know, I think it would be cool to own chickens. I love all animals, but I'm just like, I just thought that I always say chicken butt whenever my kids say guess what. So I made that emote combo and then it like took over the channel. And I love our emotes and I love, you know, all the chicken stuff and the rubber chickens. And it's funny how that all evolved because it wasn't a thing before Twitch. You played a ton. Super upset when they got rid of it. Yeah. You have chicken and spooky emotes because you love chickens, but you are spooky-ish. Yes. Halloween is my favorite, but I think more because of the like fun that you get to play and dress up and oh shoot. I'm not supposed to do front and back on this round. Wait, if I just... Yeah. I'm just supposed to do... I'm not supposed to do it at the beginning of each. Only at the end. Hijinks, did you say you have not yet tried the crocheted pattern? I think I'm going to do a crochet one after this. Just to do it. Halloween, but you said you were thinking about doing it, or you were going to do it, but you haven't done it yet. Halloween is your favorite holiday because it's fun, but it's also your New Year. Yes. Yeah, it does have that type of significance for a lot of people. Thank you for shouting out Hijinks, who is pushing for partner and is a really amazing friend of the stream. Go follow Hijinks! And I know Hijinks is getting very close to pushing the button. Very close. Correct. You haven't yet. Kamei got one done last night. Kamei finished one? Let's go. See, I wonder if they've thought about having a running tally for everyone. That would be so much fun. I'm in MJ's server, but I cannot help with that task, but I think it would be cool if somebody's willing. See, I'm an ideas person. I'm like, hey, here's this idea that's going to require somebody to do some work. And go. Don't yell at you. You can't follow her more than you already do. Yeah, follow harder, Mindy. So welcome. You love supporting streamers. You can, so it's okay. You're fine. We all speak Typonese. Your sister would get along well with me. Oh, I understand. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Oh, good. I think I've been staying on track here with this one. But now we do front and back. So this will make 20 on each needle. We're doing an A cup pair in this black yarn. It's actually called charcoal, but it's hard to find a really good, true, like deep black in yarn because it's hard to saturate the yarn enough for that to be, you know, how it looks. Spreadsheet, yes. I'm saying I'm not going to do it. I am saying if somebody wants to make a spreadsheet and track it, that would be so cool. I would be happy to like check it every so often and give my total or whatever. What would be cool is if somebody had in their chat a way to type a command and then a number, right? And that number would update the number that you've done. And then it would be able to add to a cumulative total. And I'm sure that there's a way to make a bot do that. I just don't have the time to sit and figure it out myself. I mean, we're doing this all the way through to October, so... Your sister isn't. I have an idea that would take months of 40 hours of work a week to pull off, followed by maintenance and upkeep, and then I get the money. Can you do it? You know. See, but I'm not asking for anything in return. I'm saying it would be a cool feature to have for people who are doing something for charity. I think there might be a difference there. You can ask the mods, RC. I won't let them help me with anything, even though I should. Off stream. There is a person who helps me with something that is actually very helpful because I would forget all the time. I have forgotten. And there are gaps in our YouTube archives for that reason. But not anymore. Now I just have to actually sit down and go through all the videos and figure out how to like not have all of them have freaking copyright claims on them. And they do help with some other stuff when I capitulate, but it takes some arm twisting. Cuz I don't have the money to pay them, and I know that there would probably be refusal from most if not all of them. At least at first. Be like, well, what if it's this much? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Like I said, RC, see, I won't ask somebody else, even if they could do that, because it's a local bot, so they would have to do it on my computer. I'm not going to ask someone else to set that up for me, and I don't have time. Setting up a local bot for a stream is, depending on the stream, a lot. And learning a whole brand new bot, like, dude, I don't have the patience for it right now. So you go ahead and suggest streamer.bot all you like, because I know that's what you're saying. You know, are you guys? I can't take like 2 weeks off to customize a bot, or 1 week, or even a few days. I just can't. I just want to know why they have a chokehold on everything. Why is it always that bot that gets the features first? Or only has them? It's kind of irritating. It's like... maybe there's some good reason. I'm not, you know. Thanks, Winferia. How are you? Shout out to Winferia. Winferia does cosplay and does a really good job at it. You should go follow. So, I mean, if what you're suggesting is that it could do that for MJ, yeah. If MJ's already using it, great. If MJ's not using it and feels like setting it up, great. Hijinks, so really what it is like I just literally can either stream or work on stuff, and I could take time off as in like a day to do it. But I'm, you know, for better or worse, that kind of project is kind of an all or nothing thing for me. If I can't just sit and do it, it'll sit there and be 3/4 finished for like 6 months. Ads in 30 seconds, thanks. Oh no! Oh man, I don't know if I did this needle right now. I didn't. Did I do this one? I did do this one right. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to frickin' tank now. Boo!
Welcome to the fun zone.
unbelievable, bizarre timing with raids today. You raid in and I'm yelling boo. Ah. Welcome to the Fart Zone Raiders. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sock Cop. You got. Well, listen, we are actually knitting boobies. Go ahead, giggle. I'm PG-13, by the way. We're allowed to say that word. But we're knitting what's called knitted knockers today. It's a project that brings crafters together to make washable, soft prostheses for people who have been through mastectomy and lumpectomy. So, but it's a really great cause, and I was challenged by my friend Hijinks, who is here in the chat, to participate in a February through October, a whole, like, what is that? All the way through October, right? 9 months of making knockers to see how many of them we can knock out. See what I did there? Guys, please give Sock Cop a follow. An awesome community there, very wholesome, very fun. It was fun to watch the kitchen stream the other day. I enjoyed that immensely. I love when people change things up a little bit. I'm sure you had people coming in going, "Mommersion!" But that's okay because that wasn't Sock Cop. It was Sock Cop's friend. And as a lifelong devotee of the theater, I very much appreciate what you do. I think it's so much fun. I wish more people would allow themselves to have fun with that sort of thing. I love people doing any kind of performance that we would have typically associated with like a live theatrical type performance. Is so much fun. Yes, you did, but they'll be all right. Yeah, is there a support group, incidentally? Hi, Ari. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Raiders. Sop Cop, do you have a favorite color? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? It's perfect for a bunch of babies on the 9 months. Yes. You are so welcome. I really genuinely love what you do. Oh, Daddy Blue Jeans, thanks. Green, wee. I don't know if it's growing up, whether you were an 80s or a 90s baby. If you had an analog childhood and a digital young adulthood, I feel like our nostalgia is for maybe a time when things were a little bit less, when they were more, off the cuff, and people just made stuff with their hands. Imagine. And it's not that hard. You can do it. We even have, look, I love puppets, and it's something that I've wanted to get into more. I love the Muppets. I grew up on the Muppets. We have little finger puppets right here on the desk that I've crocheted. You can crochet some finger puppets, and don't let anybody tell you can't do this stuff or enjoy this stuff just because you're, over the age of 18. That's ridiculous. So, chicken finger puppets? Yeah, we do. I sent the Giblet puppet to Brenda because I feel like that was just right. So, but yes, this green egg is you and your Raiders, Sock Cop. And we're going to put you in the bowl. The what? Thank you so much for all the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. In the bowl of bulknificence. Into the bowl you must go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Have fun in there. There's plenty of farting that happens here, but if you fart in there, I can't help you. Your grandma had that. Everybody's grandma had that chicken bowl. Thank you so much for all the follows, you guys. I really appreciate that. That's very kind. I've been streaming for over 7 years. We got Twitch partnered 3 years ago. In fact, this past February 2nd was our 3-year anniversary. And I went to school for theater. I wanted to do live theater for a living. I was dead set on it. Everybody else in my life was like, no, but lady, you're really good at writing. And also, you're smart enough to be like a lawyer or a doctor or something. I'm like, no, I'd rather struggle. Yay! So then I waited tables for 25 years. My husband downloaded Fortnite, and the rest is history. I found streaming. I didn't know people did that for a living, and I was like, wow, you mean I can do this from my living room? What? And these beautiful people here have been foolish enough to keep it going for, like I said, for 7 heckin' years. Thank you. I teach drama locally to 7th through 12th graders. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We have 3 kids, 3 dogs, 3 cats. 3 seems like the number. And I'm called 9.5 because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. It's okay. You can laugh. I promise. There you go. Yes, you can laugh. I promise it's okay. It was an accident when I was a kid. Cuisinart got you too, huh? Yeah. Exactly. No. It was not an alligator. I'll ruin. I know. See, more immersion. It was not an alligator. I am sorry. It was an accident. I ran into a wall and a clock fell on it. It was really traumatizing, frankly, but I do choose to laugh at it, and it's never stopped me from doing anything. The part of it that was the worst was I ended up with an infection afterwards that put me in the hospital for an entire month. And so that is why we do fundraising for an organization called Starlight Children's Foundation. They bring gaming ads. Are the ads over? They bring gaming, and I'm so sorry. I didn't realize we had ads. You're back from the ads. Okay, so I was saying the reason I'm called 9.5 is because I'm missing half a finger. Here. I did a whole thing. I hate when that happens. I didn't notice that there were ads. I apologize. So no, you're so sweet. How nice are you all? Look at you, back from ads. You're all saying you're back from ads. You were not at all like, you didn't complain. You did. This is a reflection of you and your community, Sock Cop. They are such sweethearts. It really is just a blast. Yeah, because the thing is, we don't like them either, and I'm just really easily distracted, so I don't see the glaring announcement at the top of chat. My brain has filtered it out at this point. I really wish that they would do something for us. Here's a little shop talk, okay? Sock Cop Shop Talk. You should do a segment called Sock Cop Shop Talk. Say that 10 times fast. So no, but really, like, if they would help us by putting a brighter color than green, I understand. Ads mean money. Green means money. Yes, I get it. Okay. Sock Cop Shop Talk. If they would make it like red when there's ads, like, streamer, a bunch of people can't hear you right now. It would be so amazing for my brain that is visual. Any color other than just the same exact color that announces that the ads are imminent would be fantastic. It would be lovely. A flashing light, not too flashy. I don't know. If there could be the dollar bills with wings, right, when it's on the way. And then a big red circle with a line through it, with a person who's supposed to be a chatter, and they're like, I can't hear, and then ad jail. Maybe it could be a person with bars because they're in ad jail. Hey, emotes and emojis are a big thing here. I'm just saying, Twitch, okay? You guys need an ad jail emote? Actually, I think some streamers do have ad jail. I just typed colon and then ad jail, see if I had any ad jail. Yeah, jail! See? People in ad jail so they can let us know. I mean, and the thing is, we understand they're not fun. And again, if you grew up like myself, and I would assume also Sock Cop's audience, the age range in there I feel like is similar to mine. Commercial breaks were very obvious that it was about to happen, and you missed absolutely nothing of your program, right? It's an interruption, but it's like, well, it's not like it's playing over the show. Help, I'm being told about products and services. Yeah. The other thing is, unfortunately here, and I know Sock Cop is family friendly as well, or like on PG-13, kind of like we are, right? Somewhere in there. Muppet PG, whatever you want to call it. we have no control over what you get, what ads you get served. So this is fascinating to talk about, but, just thank you. That's my long-winded way of saying thank you for sticking around through them. I really do appreciate it. I know it's not perfect, the system that we have, but also this version of entertainment is very new. Hi, PD. So we're still all figuring it out, and we do have to be patient and also use... it's like we say to kids, use your words. Go talk to the platform. Tell them what you think they could improve on. You know what I mean? I think they're working on it. One thing I really love. Okay, so if any of you out there, sock cop raiders. I'm gonna do something that typically streamers don't do, and I'm gonna say, can you tell me who's a streamer in here? Who is also a fellow streamer? See, this is the mom/teacher in me. I'm like, can we show of hands? Anybody in here also stream? C-Buzz, and we know you stream C-Buzz, but I'm happy you took the opportunity to tell everybody that you do, because that's what I'm doing. I'm saying newcomers, do you stream? Because C-Buzz, you've heard me talk about this a million times, but I'm glad that you did that. Who else is a streamer in here from Sock Cops community? Please don't feel bad. Please tell us if you stream. The reason I'm asking, I have a reason, and it's that I'm totally trying to recruit you for something. Ari Bobari says, I sometimes stream. Who's a streamer? You're a baby streamer. Just started in December. Shiny Castle Craft, you have crafts in your name. I'm following you right now. Get followed, nerd. If you stream, just speak up, say something. And if you are an established member of the community, we would like you to identify yourself as well. That's exactly how she talks, too. What a coincidence. It's because I'm a witch. Anyways, there is a thing called the Twitch Creator Clubs, and if you are not already a part of it, you should check it out. I am a founding advisor for the Artists and Makers Creator Club, which is an awesome, only one. There are so many of them, and what's awesome about it is that you have a direct line to Twitch staff to tell them what is working for you, what is not working for you, what you would like to see, to have opportunities to learn more about how best to use the platform to grow your community, and to make sure you're doing it in a way that's healthy and sustainable, because that's so important, right? Your mental health is important. So please consider joining. Is there a sock creator club? What category do you usually stream under? In all seriousness, are you just chatting? I'm trying to think. I mean, I think artists and yeah. Can we throw you in with the VTubers? Sock cop. I just imagined you crowd surfing. Crowd surfing on top of a bunch of VTuber avatars. Cotton tube socks. Listen, I mean, come on. No, I think that artists and makers might be yours would kind of almost sort of defy categorization in the clubs. VTubing, maybe, because it's similar, but it's like, see, that's just the thing, right? There's all these digital ways to do things now, but I really just want. Oh, PD, thank you for the 5 stream streak, and DJ also had a 15 stream streak earlier. Thank you. What is VTubing other than just digital puppetry? To an extent. Like, obviously, like, not all people who are puppeteers make the puppet, right? A lot of times they do. A lot of puppeteers both construct and perform with puppets. But sometimes they make a puppet for somebody else. So that's what VTubers are doing. And some of them make their own VTuber, right? A lot of them are artists. A ton of them are artists and make their own assets and stuff. We were watching Hijinks work on some stuff for her stream. And by the way, Hijinks is getting very close to Twitch partner, and it would be awesome if all of you who came in on the raid would go follow our friend. you know, and it makes some people feel more comfortable when it comes to their privacy, or maybe it's just fun for them to be able to step outside of their everyday existence. You know, not everybody is interested in having a camera pointed at them, but they love performing. There's nothing wrong with that. My kids went to an amazing preschool. My 2 older kids. Unfortunately, our youngest wasn't ready for preschool until after we had moved away, and the teacher had already turned the school over to someone else. And it's still a great preschool, but it's not quite the same as it was before because somebody else took it over. But the preschool was called Emily Alexander's Preschool of the Arts, and Emily Alexander is the child of the couple that founded Tears of Joy Puppet Theater in Portland, Oregon. So my children had the amazing and exceptional experience of going to a preschool where that type of play was constantly not just encouraged, but it was facilitated, you know? She taught them how to make their own puppets. They all acted in plays there. It was an amazing experience, and she spoiled us rotten, and we will never meet another teacher like Teacher Emily. Never. So I feel super fortunate, and at the same time, I'm like, how dare you set us up for this level of disappointment in how difficult it must be, you know, in some ways, to be able to do that and to maintain it. And so she did decide she was going to put her focus more on the puppet company, the shows, and less on the school. And so she decided to go ahead and turn it over to somebody else who's very capable and doing a great job with teaching kids creativity. But no one will ever be able to replace Teacher Emily. So, but I grew up on the Muppets, and I love puppets, and I think it's a really fun way for people to, like I said, to engage in some beautiful make-believe and express some things that maybe they might have a harder time doing if it was them, you know. It's like the opposite of stand-up comedy. And a lot of comics actually use puppets, right? Are you familiar with Captain Jenny? Baby sock from school, please go. Holy heck, is that a free range organic tier 1 subscriber? Is that a free range? You just got here, Shiny Castle. You just got here. You can't do that. YouTube to ground control Kappa. It's so hard to keep up with both chats. I wish it wasn't. I'm sorry. And I'm going to say I'm sorry. And you're not going to stop me. Thank you so much, Shiny Castle. Shiny Castle, would you pick a color, please? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? Please, would you pick a color? I appreciate you. Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white. Sock Cop, thank you for the raid. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope your day with Baby Sock goes great. Yes, please go and take good care of your family. And thank you again for bringing everybody over. Have a great knitting session. Smooches for yous. Nope, you can't do that over there. You can try all you want. It's hard because there's just, like I said, ground control does not have all the things I need, so I end up clicking the Twitch window and then it hides behind it, and I need to figure out something better. Pink! Thank you, Shiny Castle. But you know what else we need to do? I'm going to warn everyone. This is a volume warning. If you're at work or there's an animal or a person napping near you, or you're sensitive to loud noises, you may want to turn the volume down, or maybe you turn it up. I don't know. Maybe you turn it all the way up. Because when somebody is crazy enough to subscribe to the channel, especially directly after they just got here, and they've never been gifted a sub, and they're like, I like this. I want it to keep happening. We get out the big red rubber chicken. So we're going to put you in the bowl too, Shiny Castle. But first, it's time for Big Red. Oh my God! You have no idea what you've done. I hope your neighbors don't call the cops. Maybe Sock Cop will show up. Ready? Everything's fine, don't worry. It's just the crazy rubber chicken lady again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! so much. See, how could I ever go back to doing a normal job where I have to be like, control my volume? It's like a sound bath, only way more abrasive. Thank you so much. I super appreciate you. I really do. And Shiny Castle just asked for a refund. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It reminds you of the plush hey hey chicken your husband bought when he really needs to scream into the void. It definitely is a thing that is hard to ignore. Shiny Castle, you have to go into the bowl now. You're a little pink chicken. Ready? 3, 2. Wait. Oh, where's the reverb, 9? Into the bowl of Bognificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There are some things I think Elgato could do better, but I love the Stream Deck pedal. It was whoever came up with that idea. Whoever or stole that idea from someone else who already did it themselves. But made it so it integrates with the Stream Deck. I have 2 pedals. I love it. Your teens had to both buy rubber chickens the first time they took you to Archie McPhee's fun store in Seattle. We have a lot of rubber chickens, like an obscene amount of rubber chickens. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. If you're still here from any of the raids that we've gotten today, we've gotten a lot of raids from some awesome people. Please make sure you give all of them a follow, whatever raid you came in on. If you would do me a little favor and check out all those other people, because it's a really super sweet way to support someone else on the platform. You have lots of choices where you can take your audience, and all of those people, Kelsbells, Fairy Wings, Sock Cop, and Cyanide, all chose us today. Thank you. So I decided, that it's not challenging enough to work with all of these pointy things. I'm going to do it with black yarn, which, like, if you craft, fiber arts, black yarn is, I love the color black. I wear it all the time. It's just, it can be a challenge. Oh, and then we realized that I have to tink this needle, which means knit. It's knit backwards. I learned to crochet when I was 7 from my mom's friend who very patiently taught me. And then I got to my 20s and picked it back up again after a long hiatus. And one day I was at a knitting store in Portland called Northwest Wools, which I think might be the Portland, Oregon area's longest running local yarn shop. And they're awesome. They're still there, still going strong. And I walked around in there and I noticed that everything in there had to do with knitting, it felt like. And I was like, well, that's not fair. I don't know how to knit. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to learn. And I taught myself to knit using pictures and words. Imagine. There was no such thing at that time as YouTube University. So I taught myself using pictures and words, and I found continental knitting much more comfortable and approachable. So that's how I choose to knit. People should knit or crochet the way that they feel comfortable. But we love helping people find a love of fiber arts or try new things that they haven't tried before. So the reason I'm going backwards and undoing all of this is that I forgot to do something right at the beginning right here. And I could have probably sort of, what's the word? Like not, it is, nobody would have noticed if I had tried to fix it a different way, but I would have known. Your sister had breast cancer and she survived. You have no family history of cancer. It may stem from your late father's exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam. Red Riot, thank you for sharing that. Because so there's several things that I would like to say in response to that, right? No family history. That's why you need to go get checked out no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have a family history, don't have a family history. If you have one, all the more important, but there's all kinds of factors. I'm really sorry to hear about your father. My uncle, same. And he ended up with, could have already had Parkinson's brewing in the background, but I don't think the Agent Orange helped. So lots of people experienced a lot of health consequences from that stuff. And the same thing of people, who, like, for example, Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, all that stuff. So, there's other factors, and it's just best to go get checked out. I'm so glad that she survived. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that part. Yeah, I mean, and preventive for now anyways. So we also, Red Riot, we fundraise for a lot of different organizations, but one of them is Stand Up to Cancer, and I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are really pushing to get scientists and doctors connected to each other. They want to break down all the barriers that exist currently to collaboration that will result in not just more effective, shorter treatment with less side effects, but also maybe like complete prevention, right? Like you can identify that someone's at risk and just prevent it from ever happening. Yeah, they're a great organization. They do a big fundraiser, like benefit telethon every year with a bunch of, notable like celebrities and stuff, celebrity guests. But they also have an active presence here on the platform of streamers who do fundraising via Tiltify. And we're on a team called Team Stand Up Builders. And our team raised an outrageous amount of money. How much did Stand Up Builders raise for SU2C? I forget what the exact number is. This last August. So, I'm all for that. We lost my grandmother to colorectal cancer. We lost my aunt to the same, not on the same side of my family. One was on my dad's and one was on my mom's. So that one's one that you need to get checked out for. There's, we all know you're supposed to wear sunscreen and hat now, right? But I grew up, my parents put SPF 5. They put, what was the stuff called? Copper tone SPF 5 on us and just turned us loose on the beach for like 4 straight hours of like direct sun exposure. Like one application of SPF 5 and they were like, you're good. Because people didn't know. So now we know a lot more, but we need to keep pushing to stop it from taking people from us so young. We were talking about, all these amazing entertainers who have been taken from us too young. So that's what they're there for. And one of the stories that we've watched before when we fundraise for SU2C is about a woman who had, met the love of her life. They had their first child, and they were planning on having more children. And then she got a, I think it was colon cancer diagnosis. And the traditional method of treatment was going to involve invasive surgery that would render her unable to carry any more children. And they said, would you be interested in a clinical trial of immunotherapy? And she said, absolutely. And it worked. And her cancer has been gone ever since, as far as I know. So huge shout out to them, because without those types of programs, that wouldn't be possible. And they showed in the video her welcoming another baby into their family, and one of the researchers getting to meet her and hold her newborn daughter. And you can't, it's like, somebody's cutting onions. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. In 2024, Stand Up Builders raised $117,000. Woo! I do have ground control up again in the foreground. I try very hard to keep up with what's going on over on the red platform, but it's hard because I wish there was a way to make that stay pinned to the top, but there kind of isn't, unless I just remember to constantly drag it to the foreground. Because I use vertical I use a vertical monitor for reading chat and stuff. You suffer from anxiety and depression, had a blood vessel burst in your brain at 14. Ay, ay, ay. It's a rough existence, but you found good friends on Twitch. Sock Cop among them. Well, I know that the show used to be on Periscope, right? Sock Cop friends. It's cool that, you know, he's moved it over here to Twitch. I think it's really great. And there's just like a lot of fun, wholesome, you know, lots of giggles to be had there. Yeah, exactly. Listen, when we were watching the 99-Year-Old Man, if anyone hasn't seen that yet and you're a fan of Mel Brooks, you need to go watch it. We were watching that last night, and you know, he started talking about how he had thought he was just going to go work in the garment district. I'm getting a little emotional. I grew up watching Mel Brooks movies. My dad loved Mel Brooks, and like I have a Spaceballs mug. I'm not drinking out of it today. I'm drinking out of my Gremlins mug. And he just talks about it's all good. Need to get no worries, Miro. Thank you. See, I saw your message right away. Whee! I do try. It's just easy to get distracted, you know. But he started talking about how he had thought he would probably just go work in the garment district like everyone else, the garment center. He was from Brooklyn, so was my dad, and you know, he's like, oh, just this funny looking little Jewish kid. And you know, when he started performing for people and started getting like these amazing reactions to his comedy, he described what a charge he got and how he felt when he realized that he could do that he could bring happiness and laughter to people. And I could not relate more. It's not possible for me to explain that I know exactly what he's talking about. The very first time that I got a big laugh out of an audience, that was it. I was done for. Yeah, we love Monty Python. We have ads inbound on Twitch, and this time I'm going to actually take a break and not forget there are ads playing and talk through them and say a bunch of stuff that people can't hear. It's all good. But we've been doing this for a while, and I love it, and I do, you know, feel like there's room for us to evolve and to keep, you know, making this fun and interesting for everybody, including me. And I'm just thankful for that opportunity because, you know, if you'd have told me 10 years ago that this is where I would end up and be able to do what I do from home, I would never have believed you. I would never have believed you. I would have said, yeah, that's really sweet of you to think that I could pull that off. But you know what? Once upon a time when I was younger and first started, you know, doing theater and all that stuff, I sure was ready to like take on the world. And so thank you to Twitch. Thanks, Internet. Thank you to all of you that are supporters on Twitch, because like I said, without your love and support, I don't know if I would still be here doing this. Something. What is going on here? Holy heck. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Something is... What did I do? I'm just supposed to be doing a increase at the end, and all of a sudden I have 2 stitches where I should have 1. I don't know, man. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I am just gonna roll with it. Yeah, that's like all twisted up right there. I did something. Somehow or other. It's so funny. This is such a simple project, and I've had trouble doing it without messing it up somehow or other. Ads are starting. We'll be right back. Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Going off the rails on a gravy train. Gravy. 'Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
Wow. Wow. Oh no. I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see.
All right, thank you if you just got ads for sticking around through them. Hopefully you got an ad for something cool. Anybody get any cool ads? Every once in a while, people will be like, "That was a really cool ad." I'm like, "Wow, I'm so happy for you. You hit the RNG." I have Turbo on this account, so I don't. If I'm watching from this account, I don't get any ads. I'm gonna count all the stitches on these needles, just the same as you normally get. Well, they could at least mix it up for you, you know? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Yay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. If you've never watched a Makers and Crafting, a fiber arts streamer, we do a lot of counting. It's part of the job. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm just gonna roll with it because we're at the end of that needle, and we're starting the 2 rows of purl stitch, which, if you don't know the difference between knitting and purling, it's essentially the same thing. You just position your needle differently. But those are the 2 basic stitches that you need to know in order to... thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You need to know knit and purl in order to knit what's referred to as stockinette. If you're working flat, which means working back and forth on the needles. If you're doing what I'm doing, which is working in the round, and I know this looks complex, but it's really not, honestly. Red Riot, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really do appreciate it. See, like, it's never an expectation that someone's community is gonna like engage and hang out and stick around to chat with us, but when they do, it's really lovely, and I do hope you'll come back. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I know I forgot to change the birthday cake thing from the last week or so, but that's okay. You know, sometimes you got a little bit of leftover birthday cake. And you just, you know. But you got to eat it before it goes bad. That's my grandmother. My grandmother. We'd get home. We would get back to her condo after going out to dinner with them, you know, at like 3:30 p.m.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
And there would be some suspicious produce. Speaking of not being suspicious, Kame, there would be some suspicious produce. My grandma would be like, oh, good for you, Jesse. I hope your day at work was good. My grandmother would be like, all right, you know, these grapes, they're right on the edge. They're going to go bad. I'd be like, Grandma, we just went out for like 3 hours of Chinese buffet. I could not possibly fathom eating another. You got to eat these. You're so skinny. You don't think you've ever seen a cake last long enough to go bad? Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, that depends, right? How much cake is there? You were lurking here the whole time, FNing, Fortniting, but alas, you are all Fortnighted out and need to get ready for open house. Well, thank you for letting us be your background noise. Guys, please go follow Kame. You had to work for 2 hours this afternoon. It was great. Good. I'm glad it was good. Okay. So we did one round of pearl stitches. And we need to do one more round of pearl stitches. And that kind of creates sort of like an edge to the piece. Helps sort of define the sides. Oh, I should move that stitch marker. And I prefer this style of stitch marker. These are called locking stitch markers. They're kind of almost like a little plastic safety pin, you know? I mean, you can use safety pins in a pinch, but what they do is they tell you, because if you're working around in a circle like this, it's very easy to like forget like, well, where's the beginning and where's the end, and you know, sometimes it doesn't matter and you just freehanding and you don't care, but if you do care and you're following a pattern and you need to know how many rounds you've worked, then stitch markers are something most of us make use of. I feel like, especially when you're starting out, you really do. Why is this so much in the way? There we go. I'm like, hello? And these are double pointed needles, so they have, you know, you can knit with both sides of them, in case anybody's like, what in the heck is going on? That's what I heard. Hijinks, I'm sorry, I meant to ask you about that. Hijinks told me that you managed to successfully finish a crocheted knocker. If you guys knit or crochet, you can make these. That's awesome, Kame. Congratulations. So these are often used for small circumference items like sleeves of sweaters, socks, gloves, mittens, fingerless mittens, etc. Anytime you need a smaller circumference, like tube. You found out what you were doing. After the invisible decrease, it was hard to see this next stitch, and you would sometimes skip it, but you went row by row and masked and got there. Now you know what to look for after the invisible decrease. This is sometimes, too, a problem for people when they are trying to crochet back and forth flat. The final stitch on the end of each row doesn't always look like a stitch, and so they'll be like, why is my piece shrinking? Why am I ending up with... I'm supposed to have 36 single crochets across or double crochets or whatever, and I'm on like my 15th row and I only have 30 now, and it's because the top of the stitch that you need to work into sometimes sort of blends in and it doesn't look like it's there, but it is. Valid, working on the crochet pattern for crochet that is better than what was provided. Wait, valid, working on the pattern for crochet that is better than what was provided. Just working at the moment. You always put a stitch marker on your flat ends until you... Yes, that can really help. I'm struggling, Junie. Hi, Junie. I love you, Junie. Animals are good, Jesse. They're good. Apollo's growing like a weed. He's not going to be a kitten for much longer. And that's kind of sad, but I'm also like really happy at how, he seems very healthy and active, and he's a really great little buddy, and he just has the best little personality. Are you making knockers, Junie? I'm sorry that I'm having a hard time. I'm like, what? Right. Ah. No. I do understand then. Yes, down 2 so far, making more. Cool. You're making KK done too. Yeah! But they're crochet knockers. You're making CKs. You're hooking them. That's awesome. Yeah. I got you. Have a great rest of your time zone, Kame. I have an appointment this afternoon. I'll probably not be here when you come back. Shout out to Junie. Please give Junie a follow. Do a video on them at some point to help make the things. Yeah. I think Kame said there is a video. But I don't know how helpful it was. So this is what they look like stuffed. I kind of made a couple boo-boos on this one. No pun intended, boo-boos. A booby boo-boo. And so I don't know. I think it's cool to have one that's... It's probably fine, and I probably should just send it in because it's a use of material. Look, it's a good knocker. It was my first attempt. My neighbor across the street is a breast cancer survivor. One of my dearest friends is a 2-time cancer survivor, both leukemia and breast cancer. It is something that can affect anyone, regardless of your sex at birth, regardless of your family history, you can end up getting breast cancer, and that's scary. But the more information people have, and the more they go in and get checked. I had a mammogram not that long ago, and I will say that I was preparing myself for the worst, and it was not bad at all. That could have to do with the tech, I don't know. She was very kind and very compassionate and very thorough, and let me know what was going on and helped me like get in the right position so I didn't feel like completely out of my mind, uncomfortable and stuff. And I think they've made advancements that make it so it's a much less difficult / uncomfortable situation. So please don't avoid it. Even if it is a little bit uncomfortable, it's like way better than, the alternative of like not finding out that there's something going on. Because like a lot of other cancers, depending on the type, if it's caught early enough, there's a really good chance of survival. Can't knock a knocker if you knocked it right. So just do it. Get it over with. It's preventive care. It should be covered. And if you are over a certain age, it is the law. They have to refer you and make sure that you have access to it. And I mean, even if you're not of that age yet, but you have like family history, I say, bug your doctor about like, hey, is it possible to get screened, a little earlier? And, if they scoff at you, that might not be the right medical professional to be taking care of you. Like, even if they think that you probably don't need one yet, there's a way to explain that to people that, doesn't make them feel like they're stupid for asking. And it doesn't inspire confidence when somebody treats you like you're being annoying for asking for things that might save your life. Don't knock it. Practice, booby. But, I think it's good if more people want to make stuff to help people make them, because not only does that help give someone else's perspective on what could, be challenges or like how you might be able to be most successful in doing the thing, but it also, it spreads awareness about the thing that you're doing, right? Like maybe somebody who knits or crochets comes across your video of you explaining how you make knitted knockers, and they go, I didn't even know that was a thing. How cool. And like, you put the link to the website and the pattern in your description if it's a video like on YouTube or something, or like we have a command here in the chat, and you could be inspiring other people to decide they want to do it too. So that's a big part of this. Like, sometimes with charity, we focus only on like, okay, charities need money to operate, and clearly if we don't bring them money, they will cease to exist. Like, yes, charities need money. Knitted knockers, a lot of the money goes to shipping. If you don't knit or crochet, or you just don't have any interest in this particular type of project, but you would like to help, please donate to them. KnittedKnockers.org. You're more than welcome, obviously. Hi, Gav. But, spreading awareness about what they do. Like maybe you have a friend or a loved one who like loves to crochet or knit, and they would love to participate. If all you do is tell somebody else about it, that's already you've done something to help. Yeah, once you get through the back part, you do those purl rows, and then it's so easy because you just... With the knitted ones, you're knitting until the end of the needle, and then you're just decreasing at the end of the needle. Every single needle has a decrease at the end until you end up with 2 stitches on each needle. This would be a great, like, I'm half watching, half listening to a TV program or like audiobook. Commute, like if you commute on public transportation, this would be a great project for something like that, because if you get interrupted, it's not going to be too difficult to figure out where you were at, particularly once you get past the back part of it, and you don't have to keep track of which round you're on, 1 or 2 for the increases. This is Lion Brand Kobu, which is an approved knitted knockers yarn. And many of the yarns that are approved for knitted knockers will actually state that very clearly on the label. I love that they do this. Approved by knitted knockers. This other charm yarn that we made the first one out of also has on the label that it is a knitted knockers approved yarn. Some of the ones that are probably don't have that on the label, but I think it's cool that those 2 companies have decided to do that so that you are sure that you're getting something that will work, because you know they've tested many different types of yarns, and these are ones that are not only comfortable to wear near, you know, next to the skin, but will hold up appropriately to washing. Good job, RC. Oh, shoot. If you are in the Patreon, the poll closed yesterday, and it looks like this coming Tuesday, the 10th. And what we're doing now is we have been given access to the ability to stream directly to Patreon. Tuesday in it. So the poll closed. 4 votes for Tuesday, and there was a 3-way tie between 3 other days. I think what I'd like to do is maybe, if it's possible, we can try to do 3, since there were there's a 3-way tie between Wednesday the 11th, Sunday the 15th, and Saturday the 28th. I'd like to try to do 3 of those. Definitely we'll do Tuesday the 10th, which is a week from this past Tuesday. This coming Tuesday the 10th. at some point, if it seems like there's a pattern and there's a day and time that works best for most people. I mean, right now, our group there that is making use of this perk is not huge per se. And, you know, that's kind of part of the point. We're giving access to everyone who's a paid pledge right now to this. So if you are, and that includes people who receive a gifted membership, which is a possibility there. You know, that's a very kind thing you could do for others in our community is, you know what, I'd like more people to have access to all the perks, but this is the newest thing that I'm offering there. And probably you will find more music practice there than you will here for now. Because it's smaller, we're much less likely. In fact, we are extremely unlikely to have anyone come in and decide they're going to be a jackwagon about it. And then be like, I didn't mean it. But I digress. Ads in 3 minutes. Thank you, Cranston. Like, good-natured ribbing is one thing. And no, I'm not talking about K1P1. Okay. Ah! It looked like a stitch jumped off, but it must have been an illusion. Oh, I meant to ask this before. So, was I mistaken? Are you mods only allowed to see that the ads are coming? Thank you, Mama Zach, for the 5 strip treat. Cranston and DJ, you guys don't have the ability to snooze them, huh? Is that an editor-only thing? You know when we got an ad break right after we got rated earlier? You can snooze? Okay. I was just being I was being a 9. See, I feel like there should be a montage of me furiously knitting knockers to this song. I mean, yeah, we're gonna need a montage. So, you know, I trust your discretion. If it seems like, you know, oh, we're having a great time talking with a bunch of readers, yeah, go for it. I know that I'm not always the best about reading messages in chat to, you know, about the ads. But I do try to pay attention when you guys tell me they're coming. And you're all great about, like, tagging me and stuff a lot of the time. There's the ads right there. You know what? I am actually going to step away and stretch my legs and go check on the animals. I will be right back. Thank you.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Going up the rails on a gravy train. Gravy. 'Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
Wow. Wow. Oh no. I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
I'm here a lot earlier this time to say it is subtime la 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 lo 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 lo.
My milkshake bringeth all ye gentle folk to the yard, and they're like, it's better than thine. Verily, it's better than thine. I could teach you, but I must levy a fee.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
You have no clothes on. No.
Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Couldn't I bring...
You can play at this game. Nope, 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 nope,
They're ewy. They're ewy. I don't like them. Mommy,
Whoa!
Mommy, I wonder if I like them.
Oh my god. Hey dude, I like spicy stuff.
You like it? You're gonna have a yucky face.
I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't, woefully educated. Oh my god, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess.
I'm cold. Welcome back. The fog is still super duper dense outside. Air stagnation advisory. Ay, ay, ay. National Weather Service says light winds and limited air movement will lead to a period of stagnant air conditions where South Willamette Valley, foothills of northern and central Oregon Cascades, lower Columbia River and Cowlitz River valleys, east central Willamette Valley, North Clark County lowlands. So for us, it's that there's like kind of crazy fog outside, which happens frequently here. Ooh, dangerous cold and gusty winds anticipated this weekend. And of course, we were talking about going somewhere this weekend. Oh, this is for the whole country. A significant Arctic outbreak will bring frigid temperatures and dangerously cold wind chills to the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic this weekend. Yikes. Strong winds, which could produce tree damage and power outages and periods of snow squalls are also possible. Yikes. Relief from this cold and a warming trend is forecast to commence by the beginning to middle of next week. Please be safe. Make sure you're prepared. Huh. I mean, it's supposed to warm up, and it says mostly sunny. I mean, you can't really see the sun outside right now. Friday, high of 55. That's not bad. Frost, then sunny. Rain likely on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 70% chance of rain Saturday. 90% chance of rain on Saturday night. Sunday, 90%. Sunday night, rain. Rain, rain, rain. We get a lot of rain here. Rain, rain, rain. But we need it. When there's no rain, all the wildlife freak out, and we have like cougar sightings in town and stuff. I can already hear you typing, Cranston. Get your hands off the keyboard, Cranston! You would never? Nonsense. I forgot to switch scenes. So yes, not so great weather. This is that time of year. So I'm hoping though, because we're trying to figure out, you know, what day we're gonna do like a actual party for the boys. And I'm hoping the weather's not horrendous. Because it's interesting, like a lot of years on their birthdays, it is like 60 degrees and sunny. Like again, high of 58. Spring really kind of starts about now-ish here. You always used to be bummed about the rain. You moved from Vegas, so you were not used to it at the time. And your great late uncle would always remind you, but the rain helps keep everything so green and nice. Yes. And it's not torrential downpours here, Jenniquil. Like, you know, some places I've lived where walking 4 blocks in it would mean that you would be literally soaked from head to toe unless you were wearing, like, really specialized rain gear. You know? Here, certainly a good rain jacket is smart, and some footwear that won't just immediately turn into a sloshy, soggy mess. But we don't have the like tropical storms typically and stuff like that. So we did have that Pineapple Express that came through with the warmer weather and a lot of rain, and we are not used to that, and that can cause flooding here and stuff. But yeah, I hear you, especially if it's a big adjustment from a very different type of weather elsewhere. But like for me, Vegas, like even so, I went to TwitchCon. You know, not this, the last one that was in Vegas. I went there for TwitchCon, and even in like I think it was October. I think that one was also October. It was so freaking hot, and I was like, "How do people live here?"
I want to thank you.
You know,
from the bottom of my heart.
Rom! Thank you, Rom. Thank you for your 23-month resub, friend. What color chicken do you want to be, Rom? Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white? What color chicken would you like to be? How are you doing? And, like, you know, Rom can tell you, those tropical storms, man, they are no joke. Purple! Thank you so much. Thank you for shouting out, Rom. Member of our charity team. Crafter Gamer, and did you say you're getting ready for another market? You have a market coming up? I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting what we do here. I will do a purple chicken for you. You have one right now? Goodness, I am sorry. It's like you guys just can't catch a break there, you know? Okay. Purple chicken into the bowl. Why does it only say 2? Is that all we've had today? I feel like we've had more than 2 subs, resubs. I could be wrong. We've had a lot of raid excitement. That's why I'm like, no, it's not just 2. I have decided that we will use that tool and allow like the points to count and all that good stuff towards daily sub goals. I'm thankful that it at least. So then the other thing is the Stream Elements thing that shows our plus point total. And thank you for being part of that, Rom. Thank you. Thank you for being part of helping us qualify for Plus program level 1 over and over and over again. I really, really appreciate it. And even if people can't do it every month, if you do it 1 month and or you do it for 3 months and then you have to, you know, scale it back for a little while, I totally understand. But anybody who can do that for any number of months, over the last however many years now that it's been that they've had this program in this iteration, we have not once, not even once, have we had to like rally to like have enough points to keep participating. And that does happen, and that's not the fault of the person. I'm saying you guys have chosen to make sure that we have that every month here, and I'm appreciative. I am thanking you. All right, into the bowl you must go. The bowl. of significance. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Maggie is barking. She probably wants to go outside and needs a little help getting up. My dog is getting very old, so I'm gonna go help her. Thank you guys so much for your patience when I have to step away. I will be right back. Thank you, Rom. Next market by the end of the month. Ooh, you're creating coloring books? That's so fun. Are you posting them in the show and tell or like other stuff? Don't forget about show and tell. We skipped it this week because of all the birth anniversary shenanigans, but we'll be right back to it this Monday. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go help Maggie. She might just be barking at something outside, but I want to make sure she doesn't need help. Thank you for your patience. Be right back.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Going up the rails on a gravy train. Gravy. 'Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
Wow. Wow. Oh no. I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers.
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
I'm here a lot earlier this time to say it is subtime la 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 lo 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 lo.
My milkshake bringeth all ye gentlefolk to the yard, and they're like, it's better than thine. Verily, it's better than thine. I could teach you, but I must levy a fee.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
You have no clothes on. No.
Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Didn't I bring... You can play at this game. Nope, 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 nope.
wonder if I like milk for you.
Oh my god. Hey dude, I like spicy stuff.
You like it? You're gonna have a yucky face.
I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't. Woefully undereducated. Oh my god, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess. I break your stream. She says, I break your stream. It's you, you're a witch, dude. Fully chaotic evil. Oh, that's rich. Tumble, did you? Wait. Tumble.
Brr. Welcome back. Yeah, she needed to go outside. And then the baby kitty was like, well, I mean, you are up. So, you know. I gave him a little snack. Yeah, he doesn't even look like that anymore. He is growing so fast, it's crazy. Very fast indeed. Probably have about another 20 minutes or so. So let's see how much further we can get on this. I don't know if I will finish this one today. Yeah, I like it. I saw the picture you posted. I like that. I think that's very cool. Hi, Miro. Thank you. Ads again already? What? Offload working memory less for state-dependent capacity. I will pretend like I understand what you just said. No, I think I get it. I think I get it. Not having to mentally keep track of what you need to accomplish. Just look at the board and go, these are the things I need to do. What can I accomplish right now in this current state that I am in, mentally, emotionally, energy level wise, etc. Right? Is that a good summation? That's it. Should probably try something like that. It would help me a lot. I mean, lists do help. But then sometimes I just look at a huge list and go, oh my God, there's no way I'm getting all of that done. Hi, Maz. How are you? You limit the boards to 4 tasks a day. That's smart. That way you don't have that overwhelm. What you up to, Maz? Not today, Satan. It's Michael's telling me up to 60% off. Stop it, Michaels. Troubleshooting an iPad keyboard and why automation won't click a silly button on the iPad. Your chat just stopped updating there? Oh, geez. What? You're kidding me. I did update it at the beginning of stream, Miro. What? We are 5 days into February, people. Do we just have a lot of, hello? A lot of people in the beginning of the month? I don't feel like that other months we've had this many people at the beginning of the month. We did just have somebody subscribe at tier 1 to every single one of those counts. Every single one of those points counts. And Wow, that's amazing. Oh, that's crazy. Now, there's only 28 days in February, so I don't know how that really works, you know, because there's some people whose resubs happen on like the last day of the month, typically ish, right? We are knitting some knockers. I made one already with this yarn. They ask for neutral colors, so black, white, cream, tan, beige, brown. So skin tones and black and white. I think you probably could do a pale pink. Lots of people like pink brassiers. Just something that will match either the bra and or possibly the skin tone of the recipient. But everybody else hanging out, we've got a lot of amazing raids today. Seriously, thank you to all of these people. Thank you. Cowsbells, Fairy, Sock Cop, and Cyanide, not in that order necessarily. And Cyanide was a brand new person who was a suggestion from the Devil's Daughter. Thank you again for that. Now, I hardly expect that we will keep up at this rate necessarily, but like if we did and it was a 30-day month, we would be within 8 points of 300. I mean, again, some of that has to do with when, it has to do with when people's resubs fall. And so some folks that are tier 3s, if we've already had all of our tier 3s have already resubbed this month, those are 6 points a piece, right? If their subscriptions have come through, that's 6 points a piece. So it's possible that we have a lot of our tier 3s in the beginning of the month. However, if we were able to keep that rate up, we would be very close to 300. But when I look at just to keep everybody's expectations realistic, I am not trying to downplay how awesome that is. To be well on our way to re-qualifying for level 1 is seriously always something to celebrate every single month, no matter what. Like, truly, I am so thankful. Because that means we get 60-40 on everything, including gifted subs. Last month, we went down a point. These things happen. I am not upset because that is very close to maintaining. And previous to that, we had gone up by 3. So we were at 163 in November, 166 in December, and 165 in January. Currently, we have 47 with 23 days left to go in the month. Of course, the really big task is that it's 90 days of maintaining at least 300 points per month in order to qualify for level 2. So, we have ads. Continuing your sub helps us with that. If you decide that you think what we're doing here is worth, helping us earn an additional 10% revenue share, which may not sound like a lot, but it really is, when the vast majority of a lot of our income from Twitch comes from subscriptions. Depending on the channel, I'm sure some actually probably make more in bits. And I don't know, I've actually not done that breakdown myself. But at the very least, it is a huge contributing factor to me being able to do this full time. But I'm working to make sure that it's not the only, not the thing that we rely on the most necessarily, or at least that it's just but one wedge. because it's important if you want to be able to sustain doing this. And it's important even if this isn't your full-time job or if it's one of your jobs, because, you know, it's not smart to put all of your eggs in that one basket. It can be very fickle. As we learned when they increased the tier 1 price, and many of our subscriber counts at tier 1 plummeted because regrettably people had to make very difficult decisions. And I completely understand, you know. I hear a funny noise upstairs that I'm going to go investigate with a 6-month-old kitten in the house. My mommy senses are tingling. I will be right back. Thank you for your patience.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Going up the rails on a gravy train. How it goes.
Someone just subscribed to the YouTube channel.
French fries and a mashed potato.
Wow. Oh no.
Someone just subscribed to the YouTube channel.
I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass.
He was totally trying to get into my husband's Warhammer stuff. I knew it. I heard a funny noise and was like, yeah. He generally leaves that area of our room alone, but I do also typically try to close the door to our room when I'm not upstairs to visually and whatever. But yeah, he was just playing with a paintbrush on the floor. It wasn't anything. But still, he shouldn't be messing around that stuff for a variety of reasons. Nothing up there is wet. There's no paint pots that are open. No paint water for him to knock over or, God forbid, drink. I mean, I hate to say it, but sometimes he is a little bit dopey in the sweetest way possible. And he is such a doll. I love him. Well, there you go. It's updated now. 47 out of 300. Thank you. Relatable? Yeah, hey, watch out. Don't drink your paint water. That is amazing. No matter what, that's almost halfway to plus program level 1. Like I said, we will celebrate that every single month. I don't care how long we've already been in it. It is important to me to thank you for that, because maintaining that and very comfortably and being more than half of the way most months, we were pushing about 200 points there for a bit. But like I said, it's understandable when the platform raises the price of the basic tier for supporting people. You know, if they're subscribed to 15 people, that means their subscriptions are going up. If it's $1, they're going up $15 a month. Maybe they can't afford that and they have to pick and choose. And that's really unfortunate. And you got to try not to take that personally, which is hard sometimes, you know? I'll never take it personally based on the individual. It's actually the overall that can sometimes make me feel like, oh, I must be failing at something. There must be something I'm not doing right or not doing enough of. Maybe I'm not keeping it fresh enough for people. That's a big concern for me a lot of the time. Oh, I'm not keeping it fresh enough for people. I'm not putting enough new stuff in. I'm not, updating redeems and alerts and all of that. Because, that stuff I enjoy doing. I actually don't mind doing bot stuff, bot upkeep, etc. I know you are, and that's very helpful. Thank you. I mean, I didn't know that you were until you just said that, but I'm saying I know there are a lot of lurkers. Not you specifically, Kiki, but thank you. because that is very helpful. Viewership is extremely important to sponsors. You know, we get more ad revenue if you're not subbed, and if you do have Turbo, then we get ad revenue. Awesome. And I'm happy to be your background noise while you do stuff you need to take care of. And that's what we always tell people. Please do not ever feel like you need to apologize for your life and your important stuff and your things that you need to do taking precedence over what's going on in here. Because we want you to come in here and engage and have a good time and chat with us and be active when you are able. Right? But I think, you know, sometimes people feel like that they owe us something. And that's not true. We get to have this space together. Yeah, it is unfortunate. And I think that there might be some ways to combat that, but I feel like some of that is, it's like engagement baiting, right? It's like, asking people to do a thing they wouldn't be ready to do otherwise. And, that's okay, though. I think there are ways to go about that sort of thing and do it totally ethically, and that there's nothing wrong with people having features that encourage people to engage. And I probably overthink that sort of thing way too much. Because, like, I don't know. So, for example, if we're playing marbles, like, that's a game, and we're all playing together. And, like, if you type !play in the chat, you're chatting. And so you're counting as a viewer. I could just do marbles all the time. And probably our engaged viewer average would go way up if I did it constantly. I love marbles. I think it's fun. But I don't want to do marbles all the time. I don't want to be anything all the time. And that's an unfortunate situation because a lot of social media stuff and content creation stuff rewards niche content. In Donut King's chat, people /lurkers just chat the word bidet in chat. Why bidet? Sky bidet? Every 30 minutes to make sure their view counts. Should we have some sort of thing where everybody has to... If you don't fart every 30 minutes, you're banned? I'm kidding. A better out than in timer? Pass the gas? I mean, again, it is a conundrum because for me, as somebody who did live theater for many years, you put in all this time, you prepare, you study the script, you learn lines, right? You work together with other people preparing and rehearsing for weeks. And then you put on the show and you do like 6 or 8 performances. And that's it. And then that show is done. I mean, with exceptions in the professional theater world where people do like touring productions or they star in a show for many, many years, but those are the exception, not the rule, right? And so, what you want is for people to come in and to have a genuine experience with you, right? For a few hours, and you don't expect it, but sometimes people come back and they want to see it again, but it's still the same production. Whereas streaming, it's meant to be fresh and different every day for the most part, right? But then we do have things that have continuity, right? Like we have redeems we do that become kind of like channel lore and stuff like that. Or we have features that we do weekly. It's more like television, right, than like talk shows or something like that, than it is like a play. But so I think that's where sometimes I have a bit of a disconnect, is I feel like I should be offering you more things that make you want to genuinely engage and that are novel. I know that it's comforting to have someone here, that you can find them here. But then there's this, yeah, she's always there. And people stop in and they hang out for a bit, and then, you know, they move right along to something else that's interesting and fun, and I completely get it. We were talking about how in some countries bidets are a thing and not so much here in the U.S., and you said that word so much that it... We had a whole thing about skibbity toilet, but then what if it was a bidet, sky bidet, and maybe that's like, you know, Skynet, but it's a bidet, and robot bidets and whatever. Channel lore, we do a lot of awesome stuff here, and we have the charity stuff, and we have special events, and we have collabs, and those kind of break things up sometimes. But the thing that I really don't want to happen is to feel like we're falling into some kind of a really tired rut. And so sometimes I feel like the urge to shake things up, but you don't want to do too much of that, right? Because people have come to depend on you, and you know, you don't want to alienate your most ardent supporters. I don't necessarily think more is what we need. I think different is what I'm saying. So what I've been considering doing is consolidating. But like I said earlier, and I didn't mean to, when I brush off suggestions like streamer.bot and things like that and express frustration, I really hope that people don't misunderstand and think that I'm mad at them for making the suggestion or frustrated with them. The frustration stems from struggling to find the time and also feeling like I have a difficult time prioritizing those type of tasks. So the frustration is more with my situation and myself, my own tendencies, than it is with anybody else. Because I want to create an experience that is great for everyone, including me. I do care about my own experience here, despite what some of you might suspect. I do. And I want it, you know, like, why else would I do this? Why else would I be doing this full time? Right? And, you know, I will always do whatever I have to take care of my family the best I possibly can. And for now, this has been an awesome way to do that and do something I love at the same time. I am beyond thankful for that. I'm insanely thankful for that. Like, I can't express my gratitude to you enough. Because I can't do this by myself. You all have to want to be a part of it. And, you know, it's hard because I understand completely that people's tastes change. They discover a new stream that's around the same time as mine, and I don't take offense to the fact that I don't pay attention to the fact that they are active over there and not here, because I really try not to do that. I find that is something that I would struggle with, is I don't watch what's going on in other channels most of the time, depending on who it is. Because it's, first of all, I have a hard enough time staying focused on what's going on in here. That's just my struggle, is that, like, I can't pay attention to something going on elsewhere because I really have to, like, work hard just to stay on top of what we're doing. But I do also personally love things that are novel. I seek out the novel. A lot of people want familiar, but they also, you know, like, we all have a need for both. So I will not, you know, overnight change my username, etc. I may show up in here with my hair chopped off one of these days real soon. It's long enough to donate to one organization and then some. Just saying. Just saying. And I love having short hair. Now it depends on what you want, you know, them to do with it. But there's one that's called, I think it's called Children's Hair Loss or something like that. So they make wigs for kiddos that have had hair loss. But then there's also wigs for kids and Locks of Love and a bunch of other ones. So I think if I go in and tell them I want them to cut it and help me, it has to be clean and dry. You can't send it in damp. So, you know, the best thing to do is to wash and make sure it's completely dry, and tell them when you go in, hey, I want to donate my hair, so can you Cut it while it's dry, please. That's all fine. You wish you had more time to do things too. There are so many cool and amazing people. You want them to be real, not to be OMG, need to add Tangia, marbles, blurb, random thing here, dances, spicy foods, beans, etc. Just so they feel relevant. They are relevant. It's just how so many of us found them in the first place. Just your view on things. Maybe a bit tangential, but also a lot of those things seem to get added without attention to streamers' IRL time. The problem is, it's like, this is like, so blurb, Tangia, we don't use blurb here. Tangia, sound alerts, stream stickers, etc., etc., etc. Many of them have something, like Tangia has dungeons. Sound alerts, you can take a Twitch clip or a YouTube clip and just make it into a thing automatically. They can import it for you. Okay. The list goes on, right? Stream Stickers has the throwables now, which is awesome. Their TTS is, most of their TTS models are, to me, a lot of them are better. Some of Tangia's are better. Some of, etc. You could go on and on. Like, Sound Alerts also has TTS. Like, they all have some crossover, but then each of those also kind of has a thing they do better than the other ones. And that's how, it's like how one grocery store has the best price on milk, and the other one has a product that you can't get at the one that you like to shop at because generally their prices are better. So you end up at 6 stores, and that can be maddening. So I have been thinking about paring it down. Probably the first thing to get the axe would be Sound Alerts. I feel like that gets used the least here, and that's okay. I would go through everything that's in there and figure out if there's some things that we would like to keep, if we could bring them over as, either direct redeems through the bot or whatever. But that's all, again, that's something that it takes time to do, so it's not gonna happen overnight. And I will always listen to you guys about what it is that you enjoy, but ultimately the decision is up to me to, curate what we offer here. So, you guys, guess what? Sandy's playing Chicken Police. Let's raid Sandy. He's playing Chicken Police. We gotta raid Sandy. We have to. I love that game, and we need to finish it. And Sandy, if you don't know who Sandy is, that's that sandwich dude. Changed his name to Sandy. He rebranded to Sandy. I don't think there's a twitch.tv/9. I thought about that at some point, but I think there was. I could probably reach out to partner support and be like, can I please, pretty please? We have chicken emotes. I think we're good. And we gotta go. I gotta go. I have an appointment. Thank you guys so much for everything. You're so amazing. I really appreciate you. Especially today, all of the amazing raids. Please make sure you're following those people. Come with us on the raid, speaking of. Please come raid our amazing friend Sandy, who is a very, very talented musician, super funny individual. Playing Chicken Police today, which we have played on the other channel, the 18+ channel, and need to finish. And I think that I told Sandy that we were playing Chicken Police. I might get to take credit for this. Thank you so much to all these people. Again, it's on my to-do list. I need to update these slides, but your support is so appreciated. Don't forget, this Tuesday is one of our at least two Poltron streams. I appreciate you guys. I will see you over there for 2 seconds. I have an appointment. And that's awesome. And we love Sandy. Please come along. Come hang out. Improv comedy. Lots of yapping. Toad butt. All right. Sounds good.